Perfect. Amazing.
All right. Well, so we're
Awesome.
Be free since 93.
Are we...
Well, that's 1993 is so long ago.
Well, Vomit Free since 07 just doesn't have a ring to it.
Yeah, doesn't rhyme. So we can't be.
Is this Seinfeld?
No,
it's worse than that.
Mother.
Yeah.
Is it worse?
How I Met
Oh
Your
man.
Mother.
It doesn't hold
How I
up.
Met Your Mother.
Yeah, it was
I
a good
guess
time.
I did watch it.
It was a really cool sitcom until one of the writers' dads died, and then they decided that one of the characters' dads should die, and it should ruin a whole season of the television program.
Ah, I see.
Man, that season was bad.
Well,
That season was impossible to watch.
Yeah, I also didn't love how they dealt with the infertility issue. I don't know. Listen.
Oh,
it's weird.
someone's infertile? I never made it that far.
Yeah, they started to get. Listen, a half an hour sitcom is maybe not the time for your weightier subjects.
Yeah. Especially when one of the characters is fucking Barney.
Yeah.
Well, many of the characters were fucking Barney. Hey!
Hey!
Got him!
That's right.
That does deserve. Wow.
Oh, man.
We're a comedy podcast, everybody. I don't know if you knew that.
we have
But
fun.
we're funny.
Well, I like grammar jokes. It's the peak of humor for me.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Wow. Can you believe this is a show about Riverdale and not about just random shit?
It's mostly about random shit.
I've heard it
these
both
days.
ways.
It is mostly about random shit. Anything to not talk
Yeah,
about this fucking show.
I've definitely heard it both ways.
Mm-hmm. I've seen arguments for both possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, gang. You know, I love this little show. I need to get. I guess for some reason I'm feeling like I need to get a little real. This shit is great, by the way. Just doing this with y'all. This is nice.
God, yes.
Oh,
I do agree.
I do like the couple of hours a week that we spend together.
Yeah.
Much more than I like the 44 minutes of television that I have to watch to justify it.
Just put those on the like Egyptian weighing of your soul, where they like take out your heart and they put a feather on it.
Put a feather on it.
Just put the 44 minutes of TV onto the 2 hours of goofs and fun
bits,
stuff, and they might balance out. They might.
I don't know how I feel about you invoking Anubis and Ma'at in Riverdale runs through it, but
with the way this
You know
is
what?
going, Jim, they might show up. You never know. We might get a
I
fucking
was gonna
Moon Knight
say,
thing.
you can't rule it out at this point. Could happen.
Yeah, you really can't. You really can't rule anything out. It's
okay. So of the four main characters,
who's Anubis?
I'm trying to think who would pass the test and who would get to enjoy paradise in the field of reeds.
Right.
And I'm gonna go with none of them.
Yeah, none of them.
None of them.
They all suck.
Obviously.
None of their hearts
You know what?
are as light as a feather.
It's not one of the four main, but wouldn't it be just such a mindfuck if Cheryl did it, because she clear-eyed has done everything that she's done and decided it was worth it? And what if that meant that she passed the test?
Holy shit.
Pop Tate definitely gets to go to the field of
Pop
reeds.
Tate for sure.
What an angel.
I would say
Pure, beautiful.
Yeah.
angel.
R.I.P. Pop Tate. Retire in peace.
I would make a case for Kevin.
No.
No?
He definitely joined that cult
Oh, he
and
definitely
gave up a
did.
kidney and
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
was pretty evil for a season.
He was pretty evil for a season. But that was the call.
He's clawing it back this season.
I cannot weigh Kevin's soul against the Tickle Vids situation.
And
have him come up a winner.
Yeah, he would probably...
Even though a feather might have been
gonna say-
involved in both of those
I was
situations.
going to say, he might see that feather and get a little hot and heavy.
That's why this is comedy.
Hey, gang, we're funny. And we know that, and we're telling you that.
Yeah.
Because it's true.
That's how you know it's true, is that we're telling it to you.
We're telling you. And we don't... And you know what? We're also going to tell you another thing. We don't have to say that, but we want to. You know what I'm saying?
So
People's podcast.
on the multiple failed starts that we may or may not have had.
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, this is
I had
first time.
Yeah,
fresh.
no, this is the first time we've tried recording
Yeah,
this.
for sure.
I do need to mention that you should, upon hearing this, if you have not already, get tickets to see Godzilla -1. It's incredibly great.
Can I ask what Godzilla is minus?
I don't know exactly why it's -1.
Well, that makes me mad,
it's-
and now I don't want to see
It's
it.
-1. Active good. He's on a quest to do one act of good. And redeem his soul.
It's a period piece. It's set right after World War II.
Godzilla was
-1
once a man.
war.
-1 war.
Well,
Yeah.
it's still right after World War II. It's
No, Jim. Did you hear what we said? It's -1 war. This is what we.
okay. Yeah.
The Korean one, weirdly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's before the Korean War, sure.
Anyway,
But I know
you
dates
like
of
a
wars.
Godzilla.
Suck it, Riverdale Raiders.
suck it, Riverdale Runners.
You just teased me so much.
That was a joke. Exactly, and just for you, Jim.
Exactly for Jim.
Matt's mom is like, I saw MASH. I know when the Korean War was.
My grandpa served in it. Like, you know.
Oh God, we're old.
Yep. I mean, he's
That's
in
the fun
his
part.
90s. He is also quite old.
Yeah.
Also, you should see Saltburn and Dream Scenario. They're both very good.
Is Saltburn and Dream Scenario both A24?
Dream Scenario is A24. Saltburn is not. Saltburn is from I think a film festival, and it got more funding.
I haven't been watching anything. I have no movie recommendations for you. Watch something that brings you comfort, I guess.
You could say
Cold.
watch the sky turn from dusk to night. You know, you could be a little.
Yeah, that's like
Is that a movie?
3 in the afternoon. Just pop outside real quick and
Oh,
take a gander at the
I also-
sky.
See the day wake up. You know, that's nature's TV.
Since the last time we recorded, a movie came out on Netflix called May December, and it stars our boy Reggie.
No way.
And I did not watch it because I was depressed this week and couldn't really bring myself to do much of anything. But I'm excited to watch it and report back to you.
Please do.
Yeah, I want that
For our
want
next
the
episode.
updates.
Yeah, I would definitely love to hear
it's-
about this movie and then watch it.
It's our
in secret.
boy Reggie and Natalie Portman.
Natalie
and
Portman.
Someone else? I can't think
Now
who
what?
the other one
Okay.
is.
Not to dunk on our boy Reg, but
Does he deserve to be in a film with Natalie Portman?
does he deserve to share the screen with Natalie fucking Portman?
No. But sometimes we get things we don't deserve.
She was fucking Padme.
Don't
in this
say that. Oh
motherfucker.
my God, she's famous for so much more. I
also-
knew you said she was, and I was like, I know where this is
Okay.
going.
Yeah.
Okay, she was also the Black Swan,
Mm-hmm.
and also
I haven't seen Black
abducted.
Swan.
What was that other movie she was in for? Like when she was a kid.
The Professional.
The Professional. Yeah, she was
yeah,
a
yeah.
professional.
Oh, Julianne Moore is the other character.
Oh, love her.
I'm just saying.
I think the story of the movie is that Julianne Moore is Reggie's high school teacher,
How about?
and they fuck.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Fuck
they're
that.
doing an
and
interview about.
and then 20 years later, Natalie Portman is going to play her in a movie.
Okay.
I think is the deal, and Natalie Portman is like the actress that's trying to learn about Julianne Moore.
Oh,
Interesting.
if we're just talking about movies we haven't watched,
Sure.
Yeah. What do you got? Hit me.
I found an unstreamable film that I do need to watch, and so now I own it on DVD, and I'm waiting for some friends to get together. Did you know that Dolly Parton and Sylvester Stallone made a movie together called
Oh, fuck.
Rhinestone, wherein
what the fuck?
Dolly Parton is a music producer and Sylvester Stallone is a cabbie, and she is trying to make him a famous musician.
I definitely saw this movie as a youth.
Wow.
On like remember when we used to have TV channels?
No.
In the greater New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania area, there was like WPIX channel 11.
Jim, I love
I'm-
how you tell stories, but sometimes it does make me insane. Most people would have just said like saw it on TV as a kid.
But something
Getting
in your
a
brain-
history lesson of the local
Listen, I remember little details about stuff, and I'm going to share them with you.
Jim, I love that that's your love language, but also we have to get through.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure that Channel 11 broadcast that
I'm
to the New York area
genuinely excited to watch it. It's going to be
sometime ages ago.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah. Sylvester Stallone
It is-
cannot sing. There's not a world in which
you want me
he
to
sings.
sing? What do you want me to sing? I just drive a cab. It's my Sylvester
Yeah,
Stallone
it's-
impression.
no,
That was
it's not.
really good, Matthew.
Yeah, you know it, Dolly Parton.
Sylvester Stallone, are you here?
Oh yeah, man, it's me.
I almost feel like I could see the Rocky statue outside of the art museum. Like it's right there
Wow, I really got
Talking to
myself.
me.
I'm sorry, gang.
through your lips.
It's really good. It's really good. I was just in Philly for the weekend, and my best friend / Matthew's aunt kept insisting that the Rocky statue wasn't at the art museum anymore. She was like, "No,
Oh.
they moved it to the sporting field," and I was like, "The fuck are you talking about? They moved
Yeah,
it
what the
down
fuck
the
are you talking
stairs."
about?
We drove by, and I was like, "No, it's at the bottom of the stairs now. You don't have to run up the stairs, like an accessibility thing." And so that's
Yeah.
fine. She's like, "No, they moved it to the sporting field," and everybody was mad. And we drove by the art museum, and it was there. I was like,
And you
"There's the
saw it?
fucking statue." And she looked it up. She was talking about a thing that happened in 2003.
Oh my god.
Running up the stairs is like the whole thing, though, right?
I mean,
Like-
you can still run up the stairs, but just like not everybody can do that, you know?
That's
Jim, if you ask the, just kind of the everyday Philadelphian, the answer that they will give you is that
Is John?
No,
they'll just say
no,
John.
it's a little more offensive than that. They will say
Oh, yeah.
the average person will say, "Oh, well, fat people ruined where the statue goes," which is not.
Yeah,
Which
right.
is
That
hysterical.
sounds like a Philly answer.
Because
Yeah.
the average kind of 50 plus Philadelphian.
Not the picture of health. That
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't say svelte. You know?
Oh, Matthew, I was just thinking about you this morning.
Sorry, Philadelphians, but also I'm one of you, so I can say that. What's up, Jim?
I play a video game called Genshin Impact,
No way.
and in one of the most recent regions, there's a town in it called Poisson,
Les
and every time I go there, it makes me think of you because you live in Fishtown.
sans
les
poissons.
poissons.
So yes, I've just doxed Matthew a little bit.
Oh, it's fine. Fishtown's
But hey,
too big.
Okay, go to Fishtown. Look
Go
for
to
Matthew.
Fishtown and just kind of walk
See
around.
how that turns
see if
out.
see if I'm around. So
Should
anyway,
we start this?
Oh God.
I would say yes. 3 movie recommendations and 1 very bad Sylvester Stallone impression later. We should start this episode. Grip it and rip it, baby! Oh my god. All right. Hi, everybody.
That's how I live my life.
I'm Matt,
I'm
quarter
Matt's
mile at a time.
mom.
I'm Matt's friend.
and this is a Riverdale Runs Through It. It's a podcast with an admirable amount of pep. It's where my mom and my friend endure 44 minutes of hell in the form of Charles Whitlock's seminal classic, Riverdale. And
And then we recommend a bunch of other good
and then
media.
we take 2 hours to get through this 44-minute program. We go episode by episode.
And we've been taping for 15 minutes, but we also tried a few times
Yeah.
before this.
The energy is weird. For one, it's because Jim will not let the curtain remain closed. Okay.
Yeah. You go into. Here's the thing. You go into Jim's house. It's all party kimonos. He's just. It's all. They're hanging all over.
All hanging out. You guys have a really important update. I know that we have to do previously on, and et cetera, and we have to talk about this. But
I mean, we don't have to. Sure. Yeah.
I know what we're watching next. And
Like for the 100th episode, or what do you mean?
No, when this is over, there is now
a
thing on Netflix called The Archies.
Oh my god!
Which is in the 1960s in India, Archie and the Gang.
I was gonna say it was like an Indian rendition of the Archie comics.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if I'm emotionally prepared for that.
I think it's a movie that's 2.5 hours long. Because in India, that's a short movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a TV show.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not.
I was gonna say I honestly did not expect to live to the end of us recording Riverdale, so I have no idea how I would record another television show after this.
Wow, you really ran out of breath there.
Whew.
I will say, should we do that for the 100th episode? I know we've talked about so many things from the 100th episode.
What episode number is this? I'm so bad at that.
92. This is 92.
This is 92? The
we
thing
have
is...
episodes and 16 weeks to figure it out.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
Yeah.
What were our previous 100th episodes ideas? Because I think we had a good one.
We had a good one there for a second.
Yeah.
Hey, gang, if you remember...
anything we've ever said on this show.
If you remember,
crowdsource this. Yeah.
If you remember what we said we were going to do on our 100th episode, please let us know. Oh, also,
it was watch all of Alf at one point, right?
It was watch all of Alf.
Not doing that.
But I guess
veto.
I guess fucking
Jim
using his one.
Do you want to be on my Alf?
Come on, come on, dude.
I'm vetoing anything related to Alf. If you need to know anything about Alf,
there's that whole
you can go on Blue Sky and see pictures of his dick.
What the fuck?
Hey,
Blue Sky was cool.
Alf's hog is all over Blue Sky.
I hate that. But also, that's
social media was a mistake.
That's a T-shirt,
Yeah,
by the way. Alf's hog is all over Blue Sky. Put that right on a T-shirt. Send it out.
It's horrible.
By the way, I wanted to real quick. We got an email between our last
super
episode.
Helpful.
Yes.
You'll have to remind us who sent the email, Matthew. But somebody emailed in to say that the Veronica reference was Wall Street, which I did realize when I was watching this episode, because in the first
you hear her
episode,
last name.
yeah, they don't say his last name.
His last name, right.
Because I assure you that if I had heard the full name, Chadwick Gecko, first of all, I would have had a stroke. And second of all, I would have known.
Yep. Yeah, as soon as they said Gecko, I was like, oh, that all had to be Wall Street.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That also explains his shirts. It's a lot of like dark colored shirts with white collars and white cuffs, which was a thing in the 80s.
Oh, I thought it was like a lot of graphic tees with bold letters on it that said, I love Wall Street.
No, it was, he's a small lizard who sells insurance.
Does he sound kind of vaguely Australian? Mm-hmm. Or maybe does he sound more like a
vague?
gremlin? Does he sound more like
I don't it's not
Give me your insurance.
It's not that vague, right?
No, it's not. It's not vague.
Anyway, that was for nor save 15% or more on car insurance. This can't be the episode that I do a bunch of fucking voices. Anyway,
I can't do a good Australian accent. I just know that in New Zealand, sometimes E's are pronounced I.
Yeah, go out in the deek.
It's real weird.
Yeah. I'm going to build a new deek today.
So you say that song, the Crazy Train song, instead of I should be E.
Oh, son of a bitch. By the way, that email
God-
that was
God damn
that
it.
was sent was
What is
from,
even
was
happening
from
right
Adam and Allie. Long time
Oh,
fans.
classics! Hi, Adam
love,
and Allie.
We love Adam and Allie. Thank
yeah.
you so much. By the way,
They're great.
And sorry specifically to Adam and Allie for doing that bad Australian accent.
Yeah,
I
that's-
probably
The rest of
offended-
you deserved it.
Yeah.
I probably offended all of our 3 Australian listeners.
do we have 3 Australian listeners? That's amazing.
I'm just guessing. I could look
We
it up, but I don't
know
want to.
that's not how you really sound. But also it's
No.
very funny.
But it is funny, though, is the thing. And listen, I do want to visit Australia at some point. It would be so cool.
Man, the plane tickets are
Oh,
expensive,
they're
though.
so expensive. But I could build a raft. Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't...
Enough.
I'm going to go ahead and recommend against a raft.
Oh.
Nah, it'll be fine. I'll be like that
Seems-
dude that lured a bunch of seagulls onto his raft.
It just
And then
broke
broke
their
their
wings.
And then
Wait,
kept
what are we
doing
talking
it. It's
about
an
right now?
infinite-
the
it's an
guy
infinite seagull glitch where you...
the guy who was like the person who's been shipwrecked for the longest, who was like that part of the way he survived is he would catch seagulls and break their wings so they couldn't fly away, but that lured in other seagulls, and then he would eat them.
Yeah.
Huh.
I guess because seagulls are like really tight, you know, and they want to help out. They want to help each other out.
And I'm like, oi,
Oi!
Reggie, what you doing down there, mate?
This is
And the other
this
one's like,
is
"Oh, my-
top to bottom. This is the accent
Me wings.
episode. This is the weird
The wings,
impressions episode.
they're all broken.
Me arms don't work.
My arms are broken, mate. You gotta get me. Oh, watch out for the big mean man, though. He'll break your wings too. These are what seagulls sound like. Wow, fuck. All right.
Hey, Matthew,
Anyway.
what happened
I'm
last
saying,
Wow.
time?
Just hid his
And
face
for the
from
first
me.
time ever, I'm thanking God that I could do this recap.
Hit us. What happened last time?
So last week was a doozy, gang. We come out the end of a 5-year time jab, right?
Seven.
Jesus. So everybody's canonical. They are the age that they look now. So
Yep.
that's a relief.
It should be
No more
2020. It should be 2023, based on
But
7
I-
years. But it's
Right.
2021.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you know they always want to keep us on their toes, on our toes. Excuse me.
It's not that they want us to be on our toes. It's that they absolutely refuse to be on their toes
Yeah,
for
they
any
are-
reason about anything.
They are staunchly flat-footed. So Archie was in a war, had a bit of a haunted brain. I believe. Did I call the buzz cut, by the way? Or no?
He doesn't really have a buzz cut.
Okay.
No,
Just
it's a
wanted
little
to-
shorter than usual, but not
Yeah.
like buzzed.
Okay. Anyway, he's got a haunted brain, and then he's sent back to Riverdale to revive the RROTC. So that's great.
The war that he was in is somehow definitely World War II.
Of course. But also not. At the same time, there's
Yeah.
like trenches and
I don't
also
know.
like old weapons that make new gun sounds.
Yeah,
Right.
footballman.
Well, that was on the football field in his haunted brain.
Okay. Anyway, that's what he's coming back to Riverdale for. Jughead is kind of like whoring it up a little bit. He's kind of just like writing, but also fucking and drinking.
He's in his
You
slut
know?
era. Let him.
He's in his
be.
slut era. So he's trying to figure out a book to write, and then his girlfriend breaks up with him, and he gets sad, and he goes to a bar, and he takes a chick home, and then she's like, "You gotta publish my book," and he's like, "Oh, how dare you!" And then the debt collectors come, and then he's like, "Get him away," and she's like, "Write my book or publish my book," and he's like, "Okay, fine." So that's what Jughead's all about.
Yep.
I do really appreciate that all of the new material on Jughead is screaming at us that he's a terrible writer,
It's amazing, right?
which we knew.
We did know,
But to see the show tell us that in like no uncertain terms is just
yeah,
great.
it's great. Then for Veronica, she is she's got a big Wall Street boyfriend now, big Wall Street husband, who wants her to stop working and just make him babies, which sucks. She does a little a little con on the side. No, she just lies about where she is. I can't remember what she does though. She's
She
like
sells
selling
jewelry and provides stock tips.
Yes, and provides stock tips. That's what it was. And her husband gets mad at her for that because that's not what he wants her to do.
That's not making babies.
I do really think
That's not making babies.
I do really think that her movie reference is that Adam Sandler movie,
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
And then
Oh, you were not saying Johns. You were saying something.
no,
else.
it was a reference to a
Julia
an
Fox interview.
Yep. She was the muse. Anyway, La Bonne Nuit is going strong. Tony Topaz is pregnant.
Well, it's
she's
the
not revealing
white
who the
worm
father
now.
is. Oh, now it's the white worm. The it's Kevin and Fangs are on the ones and twos, but Kevin's also teaching theater.
Wait, what's the ones and twos?
Well, Fangs and at least Fangs was part of the band in the White Worm.
Yeah, Fangs and Sweat Pea.
Oh, and Sweat Pea were part of the band. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
Kevin.
what is that? What ones and twos means? Part of the band?
No, well, I was.
That's how he was
They were
using
playing
it.
music. Yeah, it's not how it was intended to, but I kind of morphed it into my own thing, you know.
Okay.
And then for Betty, she is in the FBI, and she got traumatized by the trash bag killer. I think it's
TBK.
TBK.
TBK. So that's cool. They're gonna use that forever. And she also has a husband named Glenn.
No,
which is fun.
they're like dating.
Oh no.
Kind of.
Oh, they're dating. Betty and Glenn are dating. Sorry, but she goes back to Riverdale to clean out.
It's bad
the fucking...
because he's like her boss or something.
Oh, I didn't realize that, or I didn't remember.
She's still an FBI like trainee recruit type situation,
right,
and he's an actual agent.
out in the field.
And I don't think they should be dating.
I don't think they should. Be
I think that
dating
Betty
either.
also thinks they shouldn't be dating, so I think that's fine.
Correct. Yeah, Betty also does not want any of that dick.
Sure. So she goes back to Riverdale to dismantle the satellite bunker that they had not broken down when Charles, the serial killer that worked for the FBI, was there.
Yeah, they just kind of abandoned it for 7 years.
I bet that place is chock-a-block with case files that they just were like, whatever.
Yeah.
Sensitive FBI
It's fine.
information.
You know, whatever. Don't need those.
So everybody comes back to town, and then there's
Probably no evidence that could be used against that serial killer in his trial.
No, never. No.
Come on, fuck that.
Come on, fuck that. Then, Cheryl is becoming an art forger.
Yeah.
And she's also trying to head the maple syrup business. Is that there were two things. I can't remember the second one. The art forger really stood out to me because I was like, wow, that's fucking random.
She's refusing to sell Hiram her business because he is still there and bad.
Aha! Bad Daddy still prevails. Then
Yeah, he has survived his nodes.
He has survived his nodes.
Which we already knew from
Oh yeah.
the other show.
Yep.
What, Katie Keene.
Yes.
Which was set 5 years after
So this
Riverdale.
is 2 years.
Which is 2 years
After those.
Yeah, right. This is 2 years after
We're
Katie
getting
Keene.
the timelines down. It's fine. Then there's a waitress that worked at Pops, and she's like, I'm gonna go to California. And then there was a whole. I'm fairly certain these are the major plot points. I can't remember if there's anything else.
Hey,
But like,
you got it.
she gets picked up by a trucker that's got a skeleton on his on the front of his truck, which really she should have seen that coming. If she's gonna get killed, it's like right there. Unless it's Halloween, in which case, sure,
okay,
that's fine.
I remember that minor character that they introduced just to have died.
Yeah. I don't remember her name.
She was called Squeaky, but her name was Lynette, and I think that Squeaky
Lynette.
Frome's name was Lynette.
Mm.
So I think they're doing like a Manson girl.
But there was a reason.
Reference.
There was like a. Oh.
Yeah, her name was Lynette.
There was.
Is?
Okay.
She might still be alive.
Was?
She's alive.
No.
Yeah, she is.
Maybe.
Yep.
And but there was.
Oh, which the Charles Manson Lynette?
Yeah.
Or the Lynette in this episode?
No, the Charles Manson Lynette.
Oh, okay.
The Charles Manson Squeaky, not the Riverdale Squeaky.
You know.
Okay.
But also
Squeaky was definitely Tabitha's girlfriend, right? Is that what we get from that scene?
It was
I think
Tabitha.
Tabitha was into that, but I don't know that Squeaky was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tabitha is Pop Tate's granddaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we don't. But that's not really
who-
expressed in this. We learned that this coming.
Oh, okay. You see, in my notes last week, I knew that her last name was Tate somehow, but instead of calling her Tabitha Tate, which fits the Riverdale paradigm,
Sure.
I called her Tabitha Pop.
Tabitha Pop Tate.
Tabitha Pop Tate. Love it.
Yeah, because she's the new Pop.
Oh, but also, the other underlying thing
there
was
must
that
always be a Pop.
Yeah, there must always be a Pop. The other underlying thing was that the town was burning down. And Archie was like, I can't have this.
Oh yeah, his house was
The
full
town
of ghoulies.
sucks.
Full of ghoulies. All the bus stops are burned down, but also the buses aren't running.
The fire station is burned down, which is the funniest one.
Which is the funniest thing. But yeah, the ghoulies are now in Archie's house. Or no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it Archie's house?
It's Archie's house where the ghoulies live.
Gotcha. I thought it was Betty's house where the ghoulies lived.
No, Betty's house is still, I think, FP's house where Betty and Alice and Polly live. And the twins.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, then that's it. That's all that happened last week.
Okay, great. Good work.
Oh, yeah, we don't know that Polly and the twins lived there until this episode.
Yeah, oops.
No, Betty
Man.
Betty came back home to Alice and was like, "Where are Polly?" And so it was
Oh, so we did find out that
Yeah.
Polly lives there. Okay.
yeah, they were like, "We're going to be sisters," because there was she like found a recording that Charles made because he recorded everybody's phone conversations because he's a nuclear grade creepazoid. And it was the recording of Betty calling Polly and saying she was Edgar, and then Polly getting on the phone and saying like, "Edgar, is that you?" And Betty just saying, "No, you stupid bitch." He's dead
That
as
happens
fuck.
this week.
Bitch. He's dead as fuck.
We're both screwed up. That definitely happens in this episode. She finds the tape when she's breaking down the
Oh, God.
FBI office.
I watched this too long ago.
Oh, man.
Okay,
This is
but
gonna be
no,
great.
no, it doesn't.
It's just that nothing good happened.
True.
No, it doesn't. That happens.
No, that's in this episode with Kevin.
No,
Sorry?
that happens. I promise, because I just rewatched. Did I?
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. There's no point in arguing about it. We're gonna go through our notes and see.
All right.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's
no
do
one's
this.
here for Riverdale.
A half an hour into this podcast, we're ready to start talking about the episode.
Yeah, baby.
That's got to be a record. All right.
Amazing.
Season 5, episode 5, which would have been episode 2. This is called The Homecoming. I think that this is going to be this. I think we're done with movie titles as episode titles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
'Cause this has nothing to
1971
do with.
Walton's TV show Christmas movie is called The Homecoming. And there was also a 1996 made-for-TV movie where a group of abandoned children are taken to their grandma's house. Their grandma's Anne Bancroft. I don't think that really relates to this.
That doesn't
Okay.
sound right now.
Yeah. You know that line that I quote from Grosse Point Blank all the time? You can't go home again open, but I guess you can shop there.
You can shop there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that was all I could think of. Also,
Well, the opening.
I'm so glad
Jughead line.
that our sense of humor and cultural references are like exactly
Same.
a 1-to-1 correlation.
The opening Jughead line is "You can't go home again."
Oh, my God. Amazing.
But I guess you can shop.
I guess you can shop there was all I could think, and he
Wow.
didn't say "I guess you could shop there." He was just like, "Oh, we're all having a hard time getting home," and then he starts to list what everybody's done, and he just. The shade thrown at Veronica in this thing. He's like, "You can't go home again. Everybody's struggling. Archie went to war. Betty's in the FBI. I published a book. Tony's the Serpent Queen. And Veronica got married."
Oh,
Wow.
wow, Jug.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, Jughead.
wow.
I mean, I know it's part of your name, but you do not have to go for the jugular like that.
Right?
Shit's crazy.
Then it's like, well, of course we're obsessed with how the town's doing and we're avoiding talking to each other. So then we get a little Betty and Jughead walking through the park and they're like, why don't we talk to each other anymore? Apparently Jughead left Betty a shitty voicemail the night of his book launch. We don't get to know what it said. I want the tea though.
Oh, fun.
I want to know what it said.
yes.
You know?
Oh, that tea is boiling.
Piping
Yeah,
hot.
we're gonna find out eventually.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And Jughead's like, oh, well, sorry. I didn't intend for that. Anyway, this is a shitty town, but the same old Archie. And also she says, she's going to hightail it back to Quantico right after Pop's retirement party.
God, with the Quantico shit. What
For
the
sure.
fuck?
For sure.
Oh, my God.
It's where they make FBI's.
Yeah.
It's just like a weird buzzword, though. That they
You got to get back to Quantico. You could
God
just say
damn it.
home. I got to go home. That's where I live. My home isn't here. I have to go home.
Yeah.
Not to my job, to my home. Archie and Veronica have a conversation where Archie's like, I haven't had a serious relationship since you. And Veronica's like, well, being married actually sucks, so you should fuck around now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're leaning
Yeah,
into this
it's-
Veronica just
it's-
being married thing.
It's been 7 years, but Veronica
Jesus.
is 53.
Yeah. It's like, you can't have fun once you get married. It sucks.
She always has a glass of Pinot Noir in her hand.
Yeah.
10,000 years ago, there was a TV
Wow.
commercial for Stelladoro breakfast treats,
Excuse me.
wherein
They're cookies they want you to eat for
It's-
breakfast. They're very dry.
yeah, they're
Oh,
weird.
so Jim could have just
They're-
said that? Okay.
Well, no, but in the commercial, the husband is like eating a Stelladoro breakfast treat and he's miserable about it, and like the wife gives him a hard time about it, and they're just so miserable that not even the Stelladoro breakfast treat brings them joy, and they're trapped in this marriage forever.
What the fuck?
And that is exactly the energy that Veronica is bringing.
Oh,
to
my
this.
God. Okay.
It is the most terrible. I should find a YouTube of this commercial. It is such a bad commercial for a product.
Oh, my God.
Like, I can't believe that anyone involved saw this and said, that is going to make people want our shitty cookies.
Don't talk shit about the Stelladoro breakfast cookies, okay?
Listen me.
I love me a Stelladoro breakfast treat. They taste just weird enough that they remind me of,
Yeah.
like, the 80s,
They're
I guess.
incredibly dry because you're supposed to have them with coffee.
Ah.
Yeah.
They turn into dust immediately, and I love them.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love a.
Yeah,
I
I
love
could
a
eat.
good,
I could eat a whole entire package of them
Yeah,
in one sitting.
I have.
and,
a good crumb bomb.
and have to take like 200 insulin for it, but still.
Worth
It's like
it.
an EpiPen. It's like a kid being allergic to peanuts and shoving a bunch of peanut M&Ms in his mouth and immediately just hitting himself with an EpiPen. You know?
Yeah.
Probably doesn't feel good.
No. But if you want to try a candy, just saying.
I mean, I once was a little bit tipsy. A friend who had an EpiPen, and I was like, can I inject myself with that and then see how fast I can run?
What?
And they said yes.
Excuse me?
And I was about to do it. And then somebody more sober than I intervened.
Does an EpiPen have adrenaline in it? Like,
It's a different neurotransmitter.
okay.
I mean,
I'm
at the
just
time,
so
I definitely thought it
confused.
was basically adrenaline and steroids. And I was like, I bet I could run so fucking fast.
Oh my god, I bet
If I
I could
take
beat
your-
any of you in
Yeah.
a race if I just slap myself with this EpiPen right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, the fact that they were like, yeah, sure, go for it.
Yeah,
is
go for it. There's no
it's
bees in
fucking-
this bar.
Awesome. I'm not gonna go to a
Ah.
fucking bee-infested part
Yeah.
of the world anytime
I'm not getting
soon.
stung tonight. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go, baby.
Anyway, don't do that and keep a sober person around.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, but the idea, I'm so sorry that I've given everyone this brainworm because at the time I was convinced
Listen,
it was going to be great.
I think that you were way smarter than me because epinephrine and adrenaline are the same chemical.
Right?
What?
You could go so fucking fast. This is what I'm saying.
Oh my god, Mom, you have to stop saying it like that.
It's Zoom
have to
juice,
stop.
man.
Mom, if you keep saying shit like this, kids are going to get at their fucking parents' EpiPen.
If your friend is
And they go
allergic to
super
bees,
fast, though.
yeah, if your friend's allergic to bees and it's winter, okay, they're not gonna run
All right.
into any bees. They're safe for now.
Kids, please don't. Please don't take your friend's Zoom Juice, okay?
Oh,
The name Zoom Juice sounds super fun and cool, but it's actually for something super serious, and I'm gonna need
Like
to
going
really
the
hammer home.
fastest you've ever run.
Listen, kids, I haven't been to school in a bit, but if there's a field day coming up and you're really wanting that first place trophy, please do not get some Zoom Juice.
Oh, what are you
aka
gonna do?
epinephrine.
Train real hard? Boring.
Why not just do drugs? Why not just
Yeah. Hello.
Why not just use performance enhancing drugs to make it easier?
Sorry, I was alive in the 80s, and I'm allowed to think this.
God made epinephrine so that kids could Zoom. Okay.
Yeah, so the histamine response from bees or peanuts or whatever makes your
Makes you
lungs and throat tighten
so
up.
slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And adrenaline has the exact opposite effect. It makes your lungs and throat go crazy
Yeah.
so that you can get more
so
oxygen
that you
in
can
your
go
blood.
so
So
fast.
that you can Zoom.
So you can go so fast.
Shit.
This is fascinating.
Jim,
I'm learning such interesting things
You
today.
just made me do a 180 on Zoom Juice. I'm gonna get a fucking EpiPen prescription,
Yeah,
and then
sure-
whenever it's super
surely
busy
you
at the
know
bar,
somebody. Yeah.
I'm gonna just fucking hit myself with some Zoom Juice.
No, don't. That's boring. Don't do it for work. That's how you get dependent. You do it for fun.
Oh, true. Okay, yeah. After I get off work, I'm gonna run home.
Yeah. I'm
An
a
hour.
good parent.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Riverdale.
How the fuck did we get there?
I'll do almost anything to not talk about this TV show, it turns out.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
We're the
here's-
worst
here's
Riverdale
the-
podcast ever, but like top 10 comedy podcasts. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway,
I think being bad at Riverdale is just how Riverdale works.
that is how Riverdale works. Anyway.
All right,
Veronica
anyway.
is trapped in a loveless marriage.
Yeah, she hates it. She hates her husband.
she's in a Stella Dora Breakfast Street
Yeah.
marriage.
Okay, here's the thing that Jim was saying was in this episode. It's in this episode. Betty goes back to her house, and Alice is all, keep your voice down. The twins are finally asleep. Listen, that's something that you say about toddlers. And these kids have got to be like 10 now.
No, they're forever babies.
I hope we get to see them.
Yeah.
And I hope that they're like 5, because I'll be so mad.
Yeah,
They should be in third grade.
They should be like 9 or 10 years old
Yes.
now. This is season 5 of this television program.
Yeah.
They should be. They should
But
be
Alice
kids.
is like, oh, I
And it's
just
been
got the
7
twins
years.
to sleep. Yeah.
Is it
Polly-
at night? Like,
They have
Yeah.
personalities.
Yeah. This is at night.
They're-
Yeah.
okay.
Like, you can tell them apart.
Yeah. They have
They have
favorite
what?
Pokemons now, and they actually
Yeah.
won't shut up about them.
Yeah, you know?
They at least have one switch between the two of
Exactly.
them.
Yeah.
And maybe they fight over it.
Polly,
One of them insists that Chimchar is the best Pokemon starter, and the other one is wrong.
it's
Anyway.
the worst part about children having Pokemon thoughts is that it's rude to say to a child, well, you're stupid as hell.
It's really tough to finally tell your kid that they're wrong as hell about their Pokemon choices.
Yeah.
And they'll
Yeah.
know when they're older, but they won't get it.
It's quite obviously Cyndaquil.
I will kill you, Jim.
Cyndaquil is so cute.
Do you not understand how fucking sick a chimp that's also on fire is?
Sorry, have you never seen the creeping horror of Mr. Mime? You don't think that fucker takes you out at night?
Yeah, he's got long
Mr. Mime
fingers.
isn't a starter, though.
He's not a starter. However,
Oh, my
if we're
bad.
just broad, kind of overarching. Is it overarching or overarching? Does it matter?
I don't think it matters.
Okay.
I've heard it both ways.
If it's overarching like Pokemon things, it's still Chimchar. He's the best. It's either Chimchar
Okay,
or the like
listen.
fucking
I need to tell you this about Mr. Mime. Okay, the idea.
I really thought you were gonna get us back on track there, but keep going. Sorry.
No,
I love
because
it.
the idea of Pokemon is that these are all wild animals.
True.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, so what
Yes.
the fuck
And some
is
of them have
happening in the
evolved
woods that
to be-
Mr. Mime is just?
Yeah.
They're just roaming the woods.
Yeah.
Is it a primate?
And
What is
some of
happening?
them-
Like,
I mean, here's the thing, Mom.
you're Mr. Mime, you're Geodude.
Yeah.
Well, he's an angry
Evolution
rock.
exists. Evolution does exist in this
Yeah,
world. So that,
Geodude's very easy to explain.
yeah,
he's
there's
a
also,
rock.
like,
What got mad?
Hitmonchamp,
Yeah.
who is kind of just a dude with a cool haircut.
Well, he is Punch.
He is Punch. I can't remember who the other dude is though. The other fighting type, who's just like they're just kickboxers, right? Like they're just.
Yeah.
I don't know if you just kickbox so much that you turn into a Pokemon. You only say the name of your being. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what happens. You're on your way to becoming. Never mind. We got to talk about. We can't talk about Pokemon.
Okay,
Fuck, we can't.
I did a little research, and Chimchar is pretty bitchin'.
You see, Chimchar is bitching. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
no, that's
It's also-
okay.
Yeah, that we need to stop talking about Pokemon because it will
Yeah.
just be the entire show. Anyway, I mean, Jim is doing his own research. We can hear
Yeah.
the taps, but
That's
it's
me.
Oh no, that's
That's
not
me
me.
texting.
That's your mom.
okay, all right. You're doing
all
your
right.
own Pokemon research.
Yeah, but anyway, Polly isn't home yet. She's out somewhere, unspecified.
Partying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you are correct. She's partying.
Veronica goes back to the Pembroke. Everything's covered in sheets. And Archie goes back to Punch Camp. And guess
And fuck.
where
Oh no.
Jughead goes.
Back to the cupboard under the stairs. Back.
You're very
to,
close.
You're very
To
close.
the bunker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He goes back
That's what
to
I'm
the
fucking talking
bunker where he has voicemails from his agent who's like, you owe me either money or pages, and voicemails from creditors who are like, I will not accept pages. I will only accept money.
The only pages I will accept are tiny green ones.
Yep.
The debt collector that calls him says that he is $9,876 in debt, and like, come on,
Why are you that
Writers.
specific?
you don't just like go down the keyboard to come up with a fake number, guys.
Make it a little bit better, you know?
9876.
Jenny,
could you
I
not
got
have mentioned
your number?
It's $9,876.54.
Come on.
Like, could you, like, come on, guys.
Come on.
It's just laziness. I hate it.
You could get a better number by just hitting the number pad a couple times and then finding a good combo of numbers in there.
Yeah.
All right. The next day, Kevin meets up with Betty at the FBI bunker where she's like putting stuff in boxes. And Kevin's like, okay, listen, give me the hot goss. How'd the Bughead reunion go?
Oh,
Yeah.
Bughead.
Betty's like, I'm not into it anymore. Who cares? It was fine. It's whatever. It's at this point she finds tapes of that phone conversation we were talking about earlier. Being like, wow, Charles was surveilling our whole family. Did you not go back to the bunker
Fucking, yeah. What?
ever? Was there not a trial for this guy, or was he just like, yeah, I did it. Could you possibly put me in a cell with my boyfriend?
Please? I would love to be in a
don't-
cell with my boyfriend.
To go back to Bughead for just a second, really quick. I don't know how much of this is just Jughead being sad after the pandemic and how much of it is the show making him look this way, but he looks so depressed in this episode.
Amazing. I
Yeah.
love it.
I mean,
he's the saddest boy.
he's wildly in debt. He can't write. His girlfriend just left him. He's got.
Uh-huh.
He should.
Yeah,
He should look sad.
Yes.
Yeah, and I just don't. I don't know if it's Cole Sprouse bringing that to the table or if it's they have dressed him up that way. But either way, the result is just spectacular.
Wow, yeah. Did they like put some stuff under his eyes, you know, make him look really sallow?
I don't know, man. He just looks so sad.
Oh man. Well, that might just be Cole Sprouse in general. Who knows?
No.
Oh, that's the end of the bunker. Okay. Hiram's still the mayor. So Veronica goes to the mayor's office, and she says to her bad daddy, "Put me in, coach. I
want
yearn
to be a little mayor.
I'm ready to play.
Yeah, I yearn to do business, please."
I yearn to go to the stock market.
Yeah,
Business.
do a business. And Hiram says, "Aw, dang, I'm just like I'm all out of business."
Shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So out of business.
Yeah,
The
so out of
business
business.
minds have dried up. I can't.
Yeah,
I don't have any.
Hermosa moved the business back to Miami so
literally-
that she doesn't have to be on the show
That's
anymore.
literally what he says. Hermosa moved the business to Miami, so you can't be here and do business. So sorry.
Sorry, you could go to Miami though.
Yeah.
You could really switch up this shit and call it Miami instead. Call the
he's-
show Miami.
He's like, gosh, so also you can't have your speakeasy because I sold that a while ago. And she's all, well, you didn't tell me. And he does have a great comeback to that one. She's like, yeah, it must have slipped my mind. Just like you forgot to tell me you got married.
Oh. Oh, she mama.
So,
Hachi machi.
yeah,
Got a point.
yeah.
Hiram is really bringing it in this episode.
He really
Wow.
is. He is still mad at Veronica.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
He also pitches that she and Chad might want a weekend home in Sodale, which is the development he's building.
Which again implies a no deal. I'm gonna keep that.
I'm telling you, it's Soupdale. That's what the so stands for.
Right.
Soup. Which Veronica calls Stepford for bougie monsters and says no to. So
Fuck.
their dynamic remains the same. Oh God.
Shut up and no versus shut up and no.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You know how we talk all the time about how Jughead's not a good writer?
No, this is a new concept to me, Mom.
Okay. Well,
I don't know what you're talking about at all.
hold that.
So bad.
Hold that in your brain a little bit.
Okay, all right.
Jughead goes to the White Worm to have a drink and to ask Tony for a job. And Tony says, "You're lucky I let you drink here." And he's like, "What the fuck? What? Why?" At which point, Fangs and Sweat Pea come in. And it turns out everybody's mad about how Jughead wrote about them in his book. And he says, but the Vipers were the good guys in the book. So we're back to Jughead just changing names just a tiny bit.
Fuck, man, come on.
In the book, Fangs was named Toothy. And Sweat Pea was named Popeye.
Guys, I can't go on much longer.
It's
That's
really bad. Yeah.
Sweet
Yeah.
Pea was called Popeye.
Popeye.
yeah. Sweet Pea was a character in the Popeye.
Mother
That was the baby.
fucker.
Yep.
I'm so mad. I'm
Right?
so angry.
Oh, well, so's everybody else. The great
boy.
news is, at least
You know-
this time, people aren't like, yeah, great writing, Jughead.
In 2 years, we're gonna find out that Charles Whitlock actually wrote this entire show based on his own life, and all of the characters are just slightly changed names.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That would be amazing.
And he himself is actually Jughead.
That's what
and
the
everybody-
end of the show is.
As a kid, they called him Jar Shoulder.
Jar shoulder. You may have broken me.
That's so good, Mom.
It's better than Jughead could have done.
Wow.
Whew.
Good Lord.
All right, enough of that scene.
Oh, man.
Jim, are you ready?
I'm losing it over Jar shoulder. I can't even think. I might throw up.
Jim, would Carton Foot be better for you or no?
Old bucket leg.
Oh, bucket leg.
Bucket leg.
Oh man.
Man. Okay, I'm now prepared.
All right. Archie is in town to do a job. So he has gone to the school, and he is there with Principal Weatherby.
Holy shit, Waldo's back.
Waldo's back. They continue to shoot him from the like elbows up. They
just really don't want to acknowledge that he's got a fake finger.
That
Like, it's just, like, come on,
He
gang.
had a
It's
finger
really
chopped
easy
off.
to just have him wear a glove. Just like, don't be fucking
Keep
afraid
that
of
hand
it.
in your pocket.
God.
You know?
Frankly, I'm amazed that the production in any way remembers that guy is deformed.
It's the one note scrawled on the walls of the Riverdale writer's room is that Waldo Weatherby has one finger missing. So you must shoot him from the elbows up.
It's got to be the actor that plays him that remembered it and brought it up and was like, hey do you guys want to put like a prosthetic on me to cover this missing finger I'm supposed to have? And the director of that day's shoot was like, oh, fuck, just shoot him from the elbows up.
Yeah, fuck it, whatever.
Like, right? It's got to be on the actor to bring that back.
Yeah,
Because there's no way anybody else remembers.
exactly.
I
Well,
remember,
Pepperidge Farm
but
remembers.
yeah.
Farm remembers.
Anyway, Waldo Weatherby's like, oh, right, you did email me about this ROTC thing. Listen, I have 3 students, and the school might not open on Monday because of budget stuff, so I didn't answer your email. Bye.
Wow.
Relatable.
Yeah.
All right.
Alice is still the head of the PTA, and they're all meeting because the school might not open. Matthew, Kevin is teaching 5 classes. Do you want to guess what they are?
Oh, you can guess at least 3 of them.
Well, one of them's theater or drama.
Yep.
That yes,
Yep.
yes, drama/theater. That's one.
Drama/theater. He's teaching gay class.
Well,
Yep.
sex ed. So yes. Okay, continue.
Okay, all right.
Correct.
Sex ed.
Correct. That's 2 for 5.
Yeah. He's teaching English.
No.
I don't
No,
remember.
he's
Nope.
not teaching English.
That's not one of the ones.
He's teaching dance. I guess that's part of drama. Never mind.
Well, he's teaching gym, so we'll give you that one.
Gym. Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Those are the 3 that I remember. I do
drama.
not remember the other 2.
we have drama. We have
I just
sex ed.
watched this less than 24 hours ago.
We have
I don't
gym.
remember.
Uh-huh.
We have home ec.
Nope. But we're gonna learn the name of the home ec teacher.
Is it Mr. or Mrs. or Dr. Bread?
Oh fuck! You're so. You're upsettingly close.
Is it like Dr. Flower or
it is-
some shit like that?
No.
Ah, damn. All right. Well, if I got that close,
Yeah.
warranted that reaction,
Whew.
I'm fine with not getting.
Yeah.
it.
What were the other 2 classes?
What were the other 2 classes?
Debate and biology.
All right. Sure.
Anyway, the school board obviously needs.
Frankly, those are both also gay classes, as far as
Hold
I'm
on.
concerned.
Wait. Can I have 2 more guesses on the home ec teacher?
Yeah.
Dr. Proof.
No, you're further away. Further away.
Like proofing,
Like proofing
bread, yeah.
dough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or. God, I was close with bread, right?
Yep.
Man, I can't even remember what it is now.
Well,
When
because they don't
You said bread,
Close
that
with
became the name.
bread.
They don't say that she's the home ec teacher, but she just like has to be because of the name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I absolutely knew she was the home ec teacher when I heard the name, and now I
Doctor-
can't remember what the name was.
Dr. Crust.
Well, you're getting closer.
All right, I had my 2 guesses. I just
All right.
can't
Yeah.
do it anymore. Anyway,
Tony is in charge because don't forget that she's also the guidance counselor.
right, I forgot about that. She's she's the guidance counselor.
We made it to the title card. We're an hour into this podcast.
Hey-o!
We've spent more time on this podcast than the whole episode took to watch, and we've made it to the title card.
We're gonna blow through the rest of it. It's fine.
Here we go.
Yeah.
We got Jughead in the bunker. He's stared at a blank screen. He's trying. Oh boy. Oh, he's at Pops. Sorry. Stared at a blank screen.
Okay.
He wrote chapter 1 at the top, so he wrote something.
Great.
Then he gets up.
I mean, we've all had those days.
Because
Yeah.
when you write a book, you don't storyboard anything. You just start from chapter 1.
Yeah, chapter 1. You don't
That's
need
how
an
you
outline.
write a book.
Or just like,
No.
here's a conflict.
You don't need
Here's
a
the
world. You
Nah.
don't need
Nope.
characters. You make that all that shit up as you go.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, when your creative process is taking a thing that happened to you and changing the names of your friends,
I guess.
then yeah, you just kind of do start writing at chapter 1.
Sure, fair enough.
But he's really struggling. So he stands up, he walks up to the counter, and he's like, "Hey, you're Tabitha Tate, right? You're Pop Tate's granddaughter." And she's like, "Wow, what a cool way to introduce me to the show." "Yes, I am." So
She was on last week. We know who she is. We don't need him to remind us.
He's like, I see that you are hiring, and I could work here. And
I drink a lot of coffee, and so I can pour it.
She says, "Shut
the
up and
cups.
no," and also, "You can't run up a tab here like you did when my grandpa was in charge."
Oh, harsh.
It's like, "I'm trying to run a business here, not a fucking orphanage, Jughead. Pay for your coffee, get the fuck out."
Damn.
She does give us another really important piece of information about Pop Tate, in that his heart weighs the same as the feather of Ma'at.
Yeah?
He was basically feeding Jughead for free. What a great guy.
What a great guy.
Oh, wait, did we talk about the Egyptian afterlife in this attempt of the podcast, or was that on the previous one?
God, I don't remember. I think it might have been a previous.
It might have been when I had bees in my microphone, yeah.
It might have been when bees were happening.
Yeah.
We had
Nobody
a whole
knows-
20-minute
nobody
bit
knows anything.
about the Egyptian afterlife.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
It's fucking poop. Nobody understands what the fuck that was. And you know what? Let's keep
I don't
it at
even
that.
remember either.
Yep. I don't even remember what that was. And you know what? Let's keep it like that. Love it.
This 15 minutes of gold, Jerry.
Hiram
all right.
has stopped by the White Worm to talk to Tony Topaz, and she's
Sure.
like, "I know you're trying to shut down the school," and he's all, "What if I gave your students full scholarships to fancy school?" And she's like, "What if you suck a fart out of my butt instead?" And so that's a no.
I would love it if you would just suck a fart out of my ass. Get the fuck out of here.
We got
Boy.
Betty and Archie in Betty's old bedroom, where she admits to kind of violating Archie's privacy when he was a teen. She's like, "Kevin and I used to hang out in here and hope you had your shirt off, bud.
And watch you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hope that's
Jesus
cool with
Christ.
you."
Wow.
But Jughead has binoculars because he's spying on the drug den that's his old house, and he is all, "I'm going to take this town back." And Betty's
All
going to
right, bud.
use her FBI training to help, I guess.
Sure. She knows how to do infiltrating and shit, you know?
Yeah. And I guess, like, I don't know. If my old friends called me and were like, "Wow, the town where we grew up's a real shithole," I think we'd all have a conversation about, like, "Wow, that sucks, huh?" Anyway.
Damn. What? I mean, shit, dog. That
Yeah.
sucks.
Fuck.
Anyway,
Glad I
I
don't
got
live there no
bigger-
more.
I got bigger fish to fry, like my
Yeah.
child's elementary school tuition.
Yeah. I got
and,
a
like-
bunch of other stuff to do, though.
And like, gang, I found this great recipe I'm gonna try this week.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you should be worried about.
Yeah, currently Archie has no job.
Sure. Well,
His
he's got a
job is
pension
army.
from- yeah, this Ken's job is army.
I'm sorry, I was getting it ready, and then it misfired.
Yeah. All right, next scene. Are you ready, Jim?
Okay. Now he's ready.
I am ready.
All right. Archie's gone to the office of the once and current Keller.
Yes.
Wait, is former Keller get an air horn? No. He doesn't, right?
No.
No.
No. No.
Okay. I'm still a little early.
Yeah. Who's like, "Boy, I have no more staff." My guy? This show
You've
trying to
been
tell
doing
us
it.
that the sheriff's office is underfunded is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
There's been no one this whole time except for when there's an army. There are either nobody or 80
everybody.
people. And that's just normal. They've made it normal.
Yeah.
So stop talking about how it's weird.
Exactly.
Also,
Also,
I guess Hiram has a private security force and Reg runs
All
it.
right. Oh my God! I forgot that Reg was now Hiram's new little guy.
Yep. His little guy.
His new little guy. You know,
He's a little birthday boy.
His little guy.
He's just a little guy.
Yeah.
It's his birthday.
You gonna hit a little guy on his birthday?
I'm glad that little birthday boy meme. Meanwhile,
Is there intense vacuuming happening in somebody's home?
I was gonna say. I thought that was. What is happening? Is it a Roomba?
Fucking yeah, the Roomba came on. I'm staying at a dog's house.
Okay.
And they've got a Roomba. I'm gonna turn it off.
I was gonna say. That is a loud Roomba. I thought that. I honestly thought that vacuuming was happening at Mom's house.
I'm gonna tell you what, the Christmas lights are all on a timer and they turn on at 4:00, which great.
Sure.
And the Roomba goes on at 4:00 also.
It's like a sensory flashbang, just like
The Roomba launcher
uh-huh.
is all the way in the opposite corner of the house from where my computer is set up.
Wow.
And both days it has gone directly to where I'm sitting.
Well, it hasn't
and just
mapped out.
And gone circles around my feet for 10 minutes. It's so weird. The Roomba fucking loves me.
Seems pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah, you're giving it necessary enrichment.
Yeah.
The Roomba likes me more than the cat likes me. And the cat likes me.
Interesting.
Huh.
Well, Roombas
But
are
the
just...
Roomba comes right over to see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
All right. Well, yes.
Gonna make a bunch of vacuuming noise.
Reg runs a private security force. The once and current
Professional
Keller.
outfit over here. Sitting in the kitchen of the dog's house, taping a podcast. I don't know what's going on.
We're having a great time. Anyway.
The once and current Keller can't help Archie because he doesn't have any employees. So I guess he can't leave the office. I don't know.
He's trapped.
Yeah, he can't help Archie. And Reg isn't gonna, because Reg would obviously tip off the ghoulies. But Archie's like, no, I'm gonna work this angle. Don't you worry about it. Mm-hmm. Hey, Veronica hates her husband. Have we talked about this? She hates him. God, she hates that
might
guy.
have come up before.
Yeah.
I think that might have come
sucks.
up. Yeah.
So she's doing a Zoom interview and she's getting hired to be a sports agent. She's gonna move to the West Coast. So she tries to book herself a flight, but her American Express card isn't working.
American Express.
Yep. So then she calls her bad.
Oh wow, that looked so cool on the
It
graph.
did really look cool on the graph.
Try it. It looks so cool.
Okay.
No?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Fine.
I did it for myself.
Fine. You don't get to enjoy this little gift that we were trying to give you.
Oh, man.
So since Veronica's card's not working, she calls her bad chatty. And she's like, listen, the card was declined. Fix
Son
it by
of
the
a
time
bitch,
I get home.
Bad chatty.
She's got a bad daddy and a bad chatty.
Oh, my God, dude.
All right, Jim, are you ready?
Chatty Daddy Bang Bang.
Up.
Chatty Daddy Bang Bang needs to be an episode where she kills one or both of them.
That's
Oh,
the
God.
episode title for this one.
Yeah.
This episode is called Chatty Daddy, whatever it was.
Chatty Daddy Bang Bang.
Chatty Daddy Bang Bang. Yes. Good Lord.
Oh, she does actually shoot somebody in this episode.
Nice.
But yes, I'm ready.
Okay. And do you know who comes in then?
Oh, God.
It's
I don't.
Smithers.
Smithers! That was a lot of fucking.
This guy hasn't been on the show in 3.5 seasons.
I know. He's been there in spirit for a bit. Though.
Fucking deserves every bit.
They
of
name
that.
dropped him a couple times.
Yeah.
But this makes me.
This is his first time back on camera since season 2.
Has
Yeah.
Smithers just been living in a closed up apartment for 7 years? Like, what's he been doing?
He's been smithing.
He's been smithing. He's a metal
Smithing
He's a
lessons.
Smithers, sir. I smith.
I smither. I'm about to show a buttle.
There's a black car that's been sitting outside of the Pembroke. And she
Sure.
doesn't know, once more, if it's her bad chatty or her bad daddy. But it's time to bring back an old friend.
Oh my God. Is
Guess.
there another Brown? Oh God.
I think there should be for this
Oh
one.
yeah, there is. Yeah.
Because
Another old friend?
Immediately, Monica Posh is at the pawn shop.
Ah, fuck me. All right. I'll allow it.
I did write down Monica Paunch because she goes to the pawn shop. It feels like a stretch. It was a stretch even when I wrote it down.
No, but I
like it.
I do
Yeah.
like it.
I like
Monica
it.
Punch.
And she's, of course, selling daddy pearls.
My only problem with this Monica Punch scene is that she expects the pawn shop to just have $30,000 in cash on hand,
Yeah.
which seems like an amount of money that a pawn shop probably would not have on hand.
Certainly not
Well-
where the guy behind the counter could just get it for you.
Right? Like, that's a lot of money.
And definitely not in Riverdale.
I will say, I don't know if you guys have watched this little show called Pawn Stars.
No.
But people
never.
offer people want like millions of dollars for stuff, and sometimes they give it to them. So I don't know. I'm just saying people are like, yeah, I want this for 20 grand, and they're like, well, let's try and haggle something out here. Let's try and get some. My friend, he's a buddy. He's an expert in this. And then the expert's
this is a
genuine.
television program, though, and they still probably don't have $30,000 that they just pull out and hand that
That's
person.
probably true. You're right. I was fooled.
They
by,
got to go to like the bank.
I was
and
fooled
get,
by
like,
media of all
check and
things.
stuff.
Anyway, sorry to talk about Pawn Stars.
That's all right. Yeah, she's like, how much
Yeah,
for these
I
daddy
mean,
pearls? And the guys...
Pawn Stars is a even dumber play on words than Monica Paunch.
Monica Punch is
That's
genius,
classic.
Jim.
That's classic comedy.
Yeah, Monica Paunch is great. Pawn Stars being like a porn star joke is
Yeah, it's not
that's
great.
mid.
It's mid. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Daddy pearls.
Yep. She's like, how much?
Yeah,
and the guy's
she's-
like, oh, 20 grand. And she's like, well, I'll take 30 grand in cash right now. And also a gun, please.
And he goes, "You drive a hard bargain, Missy."
Yeah.
But okay.
But okay.
Yeah, exactly that. He says absolutely sure.
He
You're
doesn't
good.
say anything. He does not have a speaking role.
No, he says something.
I hope it's just the
All
word
right.
something.
I really also.
He
Yeah.
definitely says something to her. I don't remember what it is.
Oh, he says like, yeah, I got a little handgun or something like that. He does have a line. Betty's at home having a nightmare about the trash bag killer because she continues to have brainworms.
Was it like a hefty bag or a?
Wimpy,
He's
wimpy,
wearing a trash bag on
wimpy.
his head and looming over her
Yeah.
in her bed.
Wow, what a fucking crazy crazy serial killer concept.
Right? Then she wakes up, but then she hears a noise downstairs. So of course she gets her gun out and goes downstairs in a house with twin children in it.
Why does everybody have a gun now?
Well, she's an FBI
She's an
trainee.
adult,
She
yeah.
I guess.
should probably have a gun.
Guess. All right.
But it's Polly.
Okay.
You
Back
can
from parties.
My,
yeah, yes, you can see.
my note right here is that she almost shoots Polly right in the twins, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Jesus
Polly's
Christ.
tittied boobily into the kitchen.
I know that's from something, and I don't know what it is, but it pleases me.
Yeah, it's that's how men rate women. She tittied boobily down the stairs.
Yeah, that is correct. That's what's happening with Polly right now.
Tittied boobily in the kitchen.
Her bra's
Yeah.
out, and it's a little bit like there's little bits of pink bra out, so you know that she's a whore.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they Betty's like, oh,
I know some writers that use subtext.
cowards.
Cowards, all of them.
Yeah. But he's like, oh, dang, but can we have tea and be sisters? And I'm sorry that I called you a bitch that Halloween. And Polly's like, that's a deep fucking cut, and I have a whole ass life now.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, that was 7 years ago, when the twins were 2. They're almost 3 now.
That was so long ago.
Yeah. The next morning, Betty comes down. Alice is making breakfast, and Betty's like, "Is my sister irresponsible and a whore?" And Alice just says, like, "Don't come in here being all judgy, okay?
Yeah,
she's
don't
doing her
slut
best. She's a waitress at the Roving Eye, and she helps pay the mortgage, which is more than I can say for you. You don't help me pay the mortgage, so don't come in here and judge."
Bam!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Alice is paying the mortgage to FP, right? This is still FP's house where Alice lives.
Maybe she
Jim, I would
renegotiated
give
it.
that-
Maybe they officially broke up, and he's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll give that a hefty maybe. You know?
Yeah, we're supposed to have forgotten that FP owns that house.
We are supposed to forget that FP owns that house.
But I haven't forgotten. I thought the same thing, Jim, honestly. I was like, they're never going to talk about FP again and how this is his house.
And you know what? Good for him.
Yep. You got he got out.
Skeet Ulrich gets to put this show in the rear view and never look back.
He'd just be home, cracking open a cold one.
Yep.
At this juncture, Tony comes in with a newspaper. There's a hit piece in it talking about a local counselor who runs a seedy bar and dances with snakes, which, like,
That's cool.
you do. I don't know if it's a hit piece. Because it's...
Because you made her sound rad as hell.
You do that. Your life is sick. You do
Yeah.
sick shit.
My life is dope and I do dope shit.
Yeah. But Alice is like, well, I'll call every board member. And then Tony's like, well, I'm the servant queen, so I'll bite Hiram, I guess. Enough of that.
Enough of that.
Jughead's trying to write. Archie calls. Archie thinks that Jughead's staying at the Five Seasons, probably because that's what he said out loud. But actually, he's
Yep.
at the bunker. And Jughead...
I would say the opposite of the 5 seasons.
Yeah. It's one
Yeah,
season,
yeah.
and that season is Candles.
There's no season.
One season of that season is Candles. Oh, fuck.
Candles and FunkStink.
Yep.
Ah!
Oh, it's just been sealed in down there.
Wow. Wow. Now you're giving me too many options for the episode title here, Jim.
Candles and FunkStink.
Wow. All right. Anyway, sorry.
Jughead says that there needs to be a speech for Pop Tate at his retirement party, and can Jughead write it? He's like,
Yes.
yeah, totally. I'm so good at writing so many things.
Yeah, and you're totally gonna pay me for that.
Yeah.
Jughead's speech, I'm going to go on record here. When he said he was going to write it, I was like, oh, this is going to be terrible.
And
Yeah.
yes, of course it is.
It is so bad.
It's really bad. Yep.
Oh man.
If I had paused the episode, I could have written the speech almost word for word by thinking of the dumbest possible shit that I could say about Pop Tate.
That's not about Pop Tate at all.
I-
It's about Jughead.
Yeah.
Right. I could have written almost word for word.
The Webster Dictionary for Pop Tate states.
It is exactly that. Yes.
Wow. Fuck. All right.
It is so bad
God damn
and
it.
dumb, and everyone's like, man, that was so deep.
Get out of
damn
here.
it.
Okay. So Jughead's writing a speech.
Jughead's writing a speech. Reg is wearing a suit, and he has met Archie on his front porch. Reg says, like, so, you said you're having trouble with your tenants? And Archie claps back with, like, no, I said I'm having trouble with the house being a drug den, is what I said.
Yeah.
They go in, obviously, no drugs. Archie maintains
Obviously.
intense eye contact with Reg and says it's almost like they got tipped off. And then he just goes, well, nothing else I can do. Thanks, Reg.
Oof.
And as he's
Wow.
exiting the house, he turns around and there's a tweaked out Polly in the kitchen
What?
about to not... What? I can't believe she's a whore who's on drugs.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
This show,
Yeah.
this fucking show.
Fucking show, man.
For Jughead to write a speech for Pop's retirement party, he has decided that he needs to interview Pop. Yep. And
But,
Pop's like,
he grew up with him.
yeah.
Like,
Pop says, "Oh, we both did great. I lived to see my retirement, and you're a successful author."
Is Pop wrong about both of those things?
And so then,
maybe.
as Pop is saying that Jughead is a successful author, Jughead looks out into the parking lot where the mobster debt collectors are.
Wow, those
Yes.
motherfuckers are everywhere.
So, like a reasonable adult, he gets up and dives behind the counter and says
Jesus
to
Christ.
Tabitha, "Look, those are debt collectors. Make them go away, please. Thanks." And
And Tabitha's like, publish my book.
Tabitha looks at Pop Tate, who's like, "Yeah. Just help the kid. You know, they share a significant look."
Come on.
So the guys come in, they're like, "Do you know a guy named Jughead?" And she's all, "That's a fucked up name. So, no."
That sucks. That name sucks, and that
That
dude
name has
sucks.
nuts. If I knew anybody named Jughead, I would know it for sure, and I don't. So
I
I
would-
guess not.
Yeah, if I knew anybody named Jughead, they would not be allowed in here.
Yeah, I hate that name.
Because I bet they don't shower ever. Super stinky guy, probably.
This sounds like a guy that eats a lot of hamburgers and doesn't pay. And I'm not about that life.
Seems like a guy who's skirting the edge of homelessness.
Yep. No, thank you.
Yep.
So they're like, "Okay, well, you seem trustworthy. Anyway, here's our business card. If he shows up, would you give us a call, sweetie?" And she takes the card and says, like, "I'll be sure to do that, Pumpkin." Amazing.
Ugh. Bull. Bleh. No.
So they leave. Pop Tate offers to loan Jughead money.
Uh-huh.
He says no. Tabitha finally caves and says he can have the waiter job. And he's like, "Great, I will send the mobsters 1/2 of my weekly salary every week so that they leave me alone."
Great. Which is, I would say, $50.
You're just going to live in the bunker
Good
and
God,
eat
man.
French fries from plates you take back to the kitchen.
Yep. From dusk till dawn.
Mm-hmm.
All French fries.
Do you remember how before Reg killed his dad owned a car sales lot, a car store, car mall?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
We wrote the exact same notes.
Yeah, I do actually remember that.
Well, Veronica's taken the money she got from pawning her daddy pearls, and she's gone to Reg's car lot. She needs to buy a car in cash, and he's like, "Nah."
My note is Reggie runs the car dealership because he definitely murdered his dad and got away with it.
Yep.
It's just true. He refuses to sell her a car and is like, "Listen, if you need help, you should talk to your dad. Your dad will help you. He loves you." This is obviously a setup.
Oh, for sure.
It's so
for sure
obviously
Set up. Setup.
Earlier in this episode, she went to her dad and asked for help, and he was like, "I kind of hate you now."
Yeah, I don't. I'm not really vibing here, Ronnie.
So why
Sorry.
she would believe Reg,
Yeah.
of all people,
Yikes.
I do not know. Also,
Not
buy
the
a car
best.
on Facebook Marketplace.
Reg used to work for her, and she never paid him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
this is horrible. Buy a car on Facebook Marketplace with cash. Don't go to Reg.
Exactly. They're not at all just go-karts, by the way. The ones on Facebook Marketplace.
No, sometimes there's like a mid-90s Pontiac.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And then you get there and it's a fucking convertible. No, it's a fucking go-kart. Okay.
Archie obviously tells Betty about Polly doing drugs. He's like, "I'm sorry," and she's like, "I'm not. I'm just fucking mad. I'm mad that I apologize for calling her a bitch because I'm gonna call her a bitch again."
Because now I'm going to just double down on the bitch thing.
Yeah, I said I didn't mean it, but it turns out I did actually.
Oh, God. Turns out I did.
Archie's assembled the fucking middle-aged Titans, and they're getting ready to go.
I love the fucking...
Well, they're not teens. I can't.
They're not.
You know?
They're not teens. Yeah.
No, he's got a gang together. They're using sheriff supplies, except for Betty, who has her FBI jacket. They're gonna go raid the Ghoulie house.
Why would she be wearing her FBI jacket?
She found it in the bunker.
I don't think that she actually qualifies for one as a trainee. I think she bought it at Party City.
And she's gonna wear it to go beat up some kids.
Yep.
Like, I don't understand.
You know, FBI stuff.
Yeah.
They're taking the sheriff and an FBI trainee to beat up a bunch of kids without a warrant or anything.
Oh my god.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Anyway, the gang it's the once and current Keller, Kevin, Sweat Pea Fangs, Archie, Betty.
Great.
They go in, they smash a lot of windows because this show loves to smash windows. Kevin finds Jingle Jangle and a lab, and he calls Betty
Jingle Jangle!
Jingle Jangle's back.
Agent Cooper.
Agent Cooper.
Yeah, which again, she's not.
Not an agent.
Yeah, I don't.
But Jingle Jangle does at least get
Yeah.
that much for Jingle Jangle.
But here's the thing. And correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't the Ghoulie drug Fizzle Rocks, or was it Jingle Jangle?
No,
It was Fizzle.
It was
It was
Fizzle Rocks.
It was
yeah.
Fizzle Rocks.
We
Yeah.
don't know where Jingle Jangle came from.
It was a gift
Or
from
where
the
it went.
Lord.
It was,
But it's back.
It was a gift from the Lord. It's like Cotton Eye Joe.
Where did it come from? And where did it go? Yeah.
God damn it.
And then where did it come back from?
Betty's high on success of a drug house raid. So she's like,
She's
I'm
like,
gonna
"Ooh,
do.
I feel like I just got some
an
Zoom juice in me."
extrajudicial drug house raid.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Feels like I just fucking hit myself with an EpiPen. Wow.
I'm full of the Zoom juice right now. I can take on the world.
It's a plot point later on that
Yeah.
Betty's addicted to EpiPens.
Listen, we here at Riverdale Run Through It are in no way liable if you inject yourself with an EpiPen.
Yeah, dude, don't listen to us.
But if you do it,
For
we do
real.
want to know how it went.
Yeah, please give us a detailed report.
Not responsible, but I do want an update.
Son of a bitch.
So Betty's like, I'm gonna keep doing FBI shit. I love this. And
damn.
she calls the roving eye and she's like, hi, it's Polly. I just want my schedule for the week. But no one named Polly's worked here for over a year.
Polly burned down 40 years ago.
Okay, it's time. It's time for the teacher names.
Oh, fuck. All right.
All right, we're at the school.
Yeah.
It's
Hit me with them teachers.
Kevin's there with Waldo Weatherby. The PTA is there, and by that I mean Alice Cooper.
Yep.
Okay, they say it. Two other teachers have left and gone to fancy school. Their names.
Oh, please. Please give it to
They
me.
don't say what they taught, but we can tell what they taught by their names. Their names are Miss Crouton and Mr. Cedar.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, Miss Crouton. You were so close with bread.
Oh, my God.
You were.
It was an ingredient.
So close.
Oh. Fuck. Dude.
So Miss Crouton had to teach home ec, right? And Mr. Cedar taught shop, and that's what it is.
I'm going to be mad about that for 3 days.
And the thing is, they say the names, and Kevin vamps about how Miss Crouton's a traitor. Like, he just wants to keep saying, Miss Crouton.
Well, she's a stale bitch.
God damn it.
Get me off this show. Yeah. Wow, Miss Crouton. God damn it. You think that's French, German? Probably German.
Yeah, it's Swedish.
Finnish.
Tony had one of her gang girls break into Hiram's office and get an upcoming meeting agenda. The meeting agenda is to unincorporate the town, which would mean the town wouldn't get state funds. Kevin references the TV show Succession at this point because he can't read a fucking room.
Wow. All right.
Alice needs to report this so that people show up to the town meeting to vote. That's not really how town meetings work.
Yeah, I think, wrong word there.
You can talk to the people.
Sure.
You can talk to the board, but you don't get to vote.
You don't, you do not get to vote, for sure.
When you go.
For sure not able to vote. It's fine.
It's discussed the school doesn't have enough qualified teachers. And so they have a brief moment of clarity where they say out loud that to qualify as a teacher, you need to have a degree and certifications. Okay? Don't worry, everybody. They're going to take that information,
bullshit.
Chuck it in the garbage.
Just, Kobe. Right,
Matthew's cousin got so mad at me for saying Kobe when I was shooting baskets badly.
Come on.
He was like, that is disrespectful. And I was like, what the fuck? Why?
How dare you besmirch his memory?
Because I forgot he was dead.
And
then I was like, oh shit. Yeah, okay, I get it.
All right.
Sorry.
Pippin. All right.
Anyway, they discussed that if they had enough money, they could take the school private, then they could hire whoever the fuck for teachers, in case you were wondering where the rest of this episode was going.
Yeah, great. And I would say a great direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Veronica, for whatever reason, has decided to take Reggie's advice. I don't know why she'd ever do that.
Wow. Yeah, strong fucking... Jesus Christ.
But she has.
Oh, this is...
Strong choice.
This right here is where the page break gave me and you a wonderful gift.
Oh,
please.
Tell us.
So you have to carry on. There's a little bit more before I can... but this is the scene.
Veronica says unto her bad daddy, my bad chatty is bad. And he was having me followed, but I shot out that guy's tires. So could you perhaps lightly...
She does that off camera, too. We don't even see that, right?
Fucking car chase. Love that.
Yeah. So could you call him up and just please lightly threaten him and tell him to be nice to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my note here that got page breaked by Google Docs reads, Veronica is sure Chad is having her followed, so Veronica asks for Hiram's help to get Chad off.
Wow.
And then page break, her back.
Oh, that's very good. Thank you, Google Docs.
This is a magnificent gift.
And also, Jen, you were
from
there
Google
too.
Docs.
But man, oh, what a great time. That's awesome.
I was going to tell you could set it to pageless so it doesn't have page breaks, but I don't know why I'd do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, no, the page break just made my day.
Yeah.
It's a spectacular spot to just break up that sentence.
Yeah, fucking amazing.
So Hiram looks at Veronica and's like, "Oh my god, you're officially asking me for help?"
Oh my
this
god,
is danger, danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Yeah.
Don't.
Can I take a picture of this?
And she says yes, and he says, "Well then, shut up and no. Remember when you called me a dog? I didn't like it.
And how?
Goodbye.
I must be. I was Scorpio, but mainly I'm a dog.
Yeah. So then Veronica's like, "Oh, so you were never gonna help me, girl? You are not helping her. You got to get out of that room. This is not going well for you. Cut and run, baby. You got to get out."
Oof.
We got Alice and Polly. I wrote "and the twins" in the kitchen, so I must have been talking about her boobs because we haven't seen the kids.
Yeah, I think you were talking about her boobs. Yeah.
Wow.
Polly says she has to work, so she can't come to Pop's state retirement. Betty says, "Are you both dealing and doing drugs? Are you a whore, or is it all of the above?" To which Polly replies, "Yeah." Polly replies, "You don't actually live here. Goodbye."
Holy shit.
Yeah, fuck off.
Wow, nice.
Jughead's in the bunker writing his very bad speech.
Yep.
God, it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
The phone rings. It's his agent. He needs pages
God.
or the money back. So
Pages.
Jughead, of course, emails his agent what he's writing about Pop Tate because he can't make things up.
Oh my God, Jughead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just not
Good
a
fucking
writer.
God.
When Archie becomes a Hemingway, every time I say that, I need you to picture me as Babe Ruth pointing. Okay.
Oh my God, that really hit me. Woo, boy.
Anyway,
I'm picturing it. It's all I can
Yeah.
think.
So
Yeah.
good. It
So-
really is so good.
when Archie becomes a
In
Hemingway,
black and white.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be
Bat over the
such
shoulder.
a dunk on Jughead because Jughead can't write for shit.
Yeah, but Archie's gonna fucking just. Archie's gonna ghostwrite.
Yeah.
Fucking Jughead shit. Oh, damn.
Betty's helping Archie clean up his house because of how it was a drug den.
Yeah.
They fuck. I don't know. The point of this scene is that they fuck. Okay, there's like some chit chat or whatever.
Yeah, they get real sweaty sweeping.
Yeah.
And
And then they have to shower, so then they
And
shower
then-
together.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, doesn't super get you clean.
All right. Well, it just depends where the fucking happens in the shower, you know? Like where the timeline is.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Clean second, and then you're good.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense.
I just noted like sorry Glenn and Corporal Jackson because they're both getting cheated on.
Yep. I forgot about Corporal Jackson. Shit. His heart's going to
More
be
like-
broken.
More like Cook Pearl Jackson. That was a reach. I'm sorry.
It needs some reach. It's a reach, but
Yeah.
I liked it.
I'm here for it.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. So, yeah, they fuck.
Yeah. And then
For
they
some reason, Archie wants to keep it a secret from the rest of the gang.
yeah. They're like, we're just adult friends who sometimes fuck. It's fine. It's no big deal. Nobody else needs to know.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Which is normal.
I guess this is Pop's graduation because he got a Letterman jacket.
Yeah,
Ayo.
fuck your adult friends.
Well, all right. What a weird
Yeah.
kind of weird kind of attitude shift there.
It's fine. Do fuck by a shower.
I'm gonna retract that later on here at the end of the episode. Anyway, kind of built that in there. So, Pop's got a retirement Letterman.
Yeah, and he says,
Yeah, they give him a varsity jacket.
Does
Yeah,
it
he
have
never-
a cheeseburger where the letter goes.
oh, that would be amazing.
Oh, it
His,
should.
his sport was line cook.
His sport was cook. Yeah.
Job is just shake.
Yep. But he had to drop out of school to take over the business, so he never got to graduate, so he's happy about the jacket. Jughead has a speech. If Jim wants to talk about it, he can. I don't.
Is
It's
the
just
worst
bad.
speech.
Yeah. We can acknowledge it's just bad and move on.
It's a list of things that Pop Tate is.
Great. I can
Pop
probably
Tate
figure
is
that
a
out.
man.
He's a man.
He's a father.
Oh my god.
He's a grandfather. Someone was his grandfather.
And you know what?
Someone else was his father. This is the speech,
Jesus Christ.
and everyone is like,
I can't believe
Wow.
this. Wow, so
It
profound.
it is so dumb, painfully dumb.
Yeah, wow. Wow, Mom, you are
but
really just
Man.
going at it.
man,
Oh,
Pop
sorry.
Tate is happy to get that
No, it's
Riverdale
fine.
varsity jacket.
It's just Are
I
you writing
forgot.
a better speech right now? Like, are you?
Yeah. I told you I didn't want to talk about the speech, and I stopped listening.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Anyway, so the speech is bad.
Yeah.
it's
Pop Tate
so
gets a
bad.
Letterman jacket with a cheeseburger on it.
I did write down
He's
Pop's.
so happy about the Leatherman jacket.
He really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then
It's
Archie.
like, wow, nobody's ever given me something ever before.
Yeah.
And therefore, this is the best gift I've ever
The best
received.
gift I've ever received, because I have never received a gift. Everybody has their appropriately themed milkshake, and they toast to Pops.
Archie's got a gritty flavored milkshake.
Strawberry,
Archie's is
because it's strawberry because he's a redhead. What are you talking about?
Oh, his is strawberry? Oh, Jughead's is chocolate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's full of shit.
Got him.
Oh, I love that. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Everybody's got milkshakes.
Yeah. So afterwards, Cheryl and Tony sit down in a booth, and Cheryl agrees to donate money to keep the school running. So it's the Cheryl Blossom Memorial free private school where Archie's going to be a fucking teacher, and he can't even read.
The fuck?
Yeah, the whole gang are going to be teachers, obviously.
The end of that scene is like, well,
Literally,
even if
the whole gang is going to be teachers?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my fucking! Did we call that? We called that. We had to have called that, right? Because
It's
they can't.
so dumb.
They couldn't have thrown out the school set.
Yeah, they had all the school sets. What are they going to
Oh
do?
my
Not use them?
God. Okay. I didn't think that would be
Build
real.
all new sets? Fuck.
Jesus
Is that what
Christ.
also happened after the One Tree Hill time jump? Did they all get jobs teaching
I
at the school that
bet.
they used to go
Oh,
to?
fucking- Ask Chad Michael Murray.
Can't. He's rocketed away.
No, he got shot. He didn't rocket away. He tried to, but he got shot before he could get in the rocket.
He rocketed away in my heart.
Rocket Man. That rocket's coming back in this season. They're gonna dust off the old rocket.
God, I hope so.
I really want it to happen.
Yeah, that scene ends with like Tony saying, "Give me the money if you've ever loved me," and Cheryl seeing, well, who would the new teachers be? You know who the new teachers would be.
You know, Cheryl.
You
You,
know
already
what-
know.
Yeah, Cheryl, you're gonna be one of them, you
Yeah.
dumbass.
You're gonna be the fucking business teacher. Duh.
She's gonna teach cheerleading
Yeah.
and hotness. I don't know.
Yeah. Duh. Jughead's gonna teach writing.
She could also teach gay class.
She could also teach gay class. It's a joint like A and B class thing with Kevin and Cheryl teaching gay class.
The gang's back in the senior lounge, everybody.
Ah, Jesus Christ! Is it now the teachers' lounge? It's the teachers.
It
lounge
is,
now, isn't it?
I guess, because this is where they discuss that they need to fight Hiram by becoming teachers just for a month or two, they say.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Just for
Uh-huh.
a season or two more.
Season
Yep.
2, whatever. Fine.
Betty decides like she'll do it because she needs to be here for Polly and her mom. Jughead says he'd need to clear it with his new job. Does he?
Are you fucking serious right now?
He gives the speech about Pop Tate in his diner
In
uniform,
a soda jerk uniform?
so they all know that he works there.
Yes.
Oh my God! I wish this show had a neck so I could strangle it. I can't believe.
Like, I mean, he's obviously making fun of himself,
But
but
still,
they
man.
don't know that he's not a writer, right? Like, he's kept that secret from them.
Fucking Christ.
They don't know that he needs the job at the
Exactly.
the diner.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the chocolate shop.
The chocolate
Yeah.
shop. Because those chocolates.
Veronica says she actually hates her husband and she's mad at her dad, so yeah, she'll stay here and fuck shit up.
Yeah, whatever. Fine. That's cool.
At the now it's the school board meeting. Tony stands up and gives a speech about how she's proud to announce that this is going to be a free private school with teachers like, and this is the point where we get her last name, Veronica Gecko. So it was almost the end of the episode before I realized it was like a Wall Street thing, and that his name was fucking Chadwick Gecko.
Chad Gecko.
Yeah.
Gross.
Riverdale and its children will not be at the mercy of Hiram Lodge's whims, she says. And then Hiram
Wow.
unincorporates the town, which means the town won't get any resources or funding from the state.
Okay.
And
That
so,
actually really happens.
yep. Ta-da!
Jesus Christ. A privatized town Is that a real thing in real life?
Yeah. There's unincorporated areas of towns for sure.
Okay, gotcha. Anything else?
Sorry, I was trying to understand
No,
the
it's okay.
note that I left for myself.
Oh,
Okay.
well, what does the note say? Maybe we could decipher.
Well, I figured it out.
Okay.
Here's what the note
All
is
right.
about. Jughead gets a call from his agent who's like, Scribner's fucking loved the pages you sent over. There is a huge market for tragic Americana. But he doesn't want to
Jesus.
write a sad story about Pops, but he has to.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's just gonna steal Pop's life story
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
because he's a shitty writer, and all he can do is steal people's stories.
Yeah, this sucks, and Jug sucks.
Yep.
My God.
Betty goes home. Polly isn't there. This is somehow Betty's fault. I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Then Veronica calls Chad to say she's staying in town to teach, and then she absolutely tears Chad a new asshole and says that he has 30 minutes to reactivate their cards.
Let's fucking go. Love that. Love that.
And then Jughead moves into Archie's house.
Where? Nope, not where Betty
Nope.
lives. Sorry.
Betty
I'm
lives
just
next
trained
door.
For,
I know.
I'm just trained to.
it's Archie's house where Betty fucks.
Archie's house where Betty fucks.
Uh,
Sorry. Also, having it be called the Archhead house, pretty nice, pretty good.
Then Betty's calling Polly because Polly's still not home, but Polly's being chased down the road by a Mack truck. The end.
Jesus. Wow.
I
Fuck.
didn't
Wow.
realize that it was the same truck.
Yeah, it's the
that
same truck
Squeaky got into.
Did it
Yeah.
have a skeleton on the
Got the
front?
skeleton. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until you reminded me that Squeaky got killed by a guy in a truck.
With a skeleton? Yeah. Holy shit,
Like
gang.
that whole the trash bag killer drives a truck now thing totally skipped past me.
Yeah. Well, it's a dump truck.
I mean it's definitely the trash bag killer.
Yeah, of course.
We know that for 100%
Did
sure.
you know what goes in trash bags? Bodies.
Yeah.
So, well, shit. That's oh boy. Well, shit, gang. That was definitely an episode of television, eh?
See, now if this was a good mystery television program, we would see a garbage truck during the day in the background of shots
Uh-huh.
throughout the season.
Sure, but no, that's not right.
But we'll never see that truck.
No, we will never see that truck ever. Wow. So for a recap, Jughead's on hard times. Veronica hates her husband. Archie tries to bust the fucking drug house.
Oh, he does.
He does,
The
but-
drug
okay.
house is busted.
Drug-
He
he
moves
lives
back
there
in.
now.
Okay. So Archie liberates
with
his house. Betty. Wait, was it Betty and Archie that fucked?
Yep.
Yep. So that happened. Betty's got an adrenaline high from doing FBI shit. And then they're all teachers now, which
Of
Jesus
course they
Christ.
are.
because of course they are.
Yep. They don't want to build a
So-
new set.
No, they want to keep it. They want to keep it the same but different. You know.
Yeah.
It's
So
the best way to do it.
Save cost. Yeah.
exactly. So with that,
Pay all that. You got to pay all that Sprouse salary somehow.
Sprouse salary. Thank you very much for listening this week, everybody. We are so glad that you stuck with us. We're on the internet. First off, we're on Instagram and Twitter and Blue Sky. We're at Riverdale Runs on Twitter and Blue Sky, and Riverdale_runs on Instagram. And we have an email as well if you want to email us, as said in the beginning of the episode. That's it's artipod@gmail.com. It's ARRTIPOD@gmail.com. It's our initials. And
Your homework for next week is to go see Godzilla minus
Godzilla
one.
minus one. Yep. Gotta see.
My homework for next week is to watch our very own Reg
Yeah.
in
December,
May,
May?
December.
Oh, May, December.
May, December
May,
on
December.
Netflix.
And tell us. Report back.
And I'll report back
Yep.
on that.
And I guess
Does Charles Melton deserve to be in a movie with Natalie Portman? We'll see.
I'm gonna hedge a bet to say no, but I guess we'll see.
I don't know. I think he could pull it off.
God, that's just so weird. There's just such a weird acting juxtaposition there. Anyway, that's it. Our intro and outro song is Smooth Passenger by White Bones. Go check it out if you like jazz. And then we love you all. And find joy where you can. Have a great week. You know, maybe in your free time, if you have a friend with an EpiPen, try it out. And
That's a little Zoom juice.
just try a little Zoom juice. And for the love of God, don't fuck your adult friends. Bye. Bye.